I have Mitch Seabaugh, and he's here to tell us about 529 plans, the Path to College 529 plan. First off, tell us what it's all about. Tell us about it.
The 529 plan is after the Internal Revenue Code Section 529 that allows certain advantages for college savings plans. They have to be state-sponsored, so I don't represent any brokerage firm or anything like that, but they have to be a state-sponsored plan. Right. And in Georgia, we have our plan is called Path to College 529. That is the official savings plan for the state of Georgia that allows for a state income tax deduction for individuals that want to save money. Where else can you get an income tax deduction for saving money? Right.
Tell us, that's one advantage. Are there other advantages to this plan as well?
Absolutely. When you save the money into the account, when you take it out and use it for an education purpose, for a post-secondary, whether it's a trade school or 2-year or 4-year college, when you use the money for education purpose, then that money is used tax-free. So all of the earnings that you have in all the time that you've had it in the account, is you have the ability of using that tax-free.
So it just builds and builds and builds until the day that you need it. Is this money that you do in this Path to College 529 plan, is it only to be used in the state of Georgia? Can you use it for other state-sponsored schools in other states, or is it just particularly for the state of Georgia?
What's really neat is that even though you have the Georgia official college savings plan, you can use the money at practically any post-secondary institution in the United States, and even many abroad.
Okay, and I've heard this with other 529 plans, and I'm not for sure if this one is the same, but let's put this scenario to work here. Let's say you do start saving over a long period of time, you know, for a child, and for whatever reason that kid says, you know what, darn it, I just don't want to go to college.
Well, there are certain treatments. Number one, it's a product to help for college savings. Right. But if you have a particular beneficiary that you've been saving for that does not use it, then you can transfer that to another family member by the IRS code, which goes all the way out to cousins. So it could be grandchildren, nieces, nephews, cousins, that you could transfer it to entirely tax-free. Okay. Now, if you take the money out for an unqualified distribution that's not for an education purpose, then you do have to pay taxes and penalties on the earnings only. Many investment products, you have to pay the penalty and the taxes on the entire amount you take out. But you only have to pay the taxes and interest on the earnings portion for the 529 plans.
Okay, well, good to know. We'll sit tight. We'll talk with you a little bit more about this. There's still more to talk about in just a few minutes. Right now, we're going to go to a break. We'll see you back right here in just a few minutes.